It began in a small European village, forgotten by history and untouched by modernity. The year was 1887. Her name was Elena Varga, a woman of quiet grace, but weighed down by sorrow. She lived in a crumbling stone house at the edge of town, where whispers said she had once been a widow, though no one knew the details. Some claimed she had been cursed. Others simply pitied her loneliness. Elena often walked to the fields at dawn, staring into the horizon as though searching for something or someone lost in the past. The villagers said she aged slowly, unnaturally so. And then, one day, she disappeared. Not into the forest, not into the river, but into thin air. Decades passed. By 1935, the world had changed. Cars rolled through cobbled streets. Radios filled homes with music, and the shadow of war loomed over Europe. One stormy night, a group of villagers spotted a woman walking barefoot down the main road. Her clothes were torn, her hair soaked, her eyes wide with confusion. It was Elena. But here was the impossible part. She had not aged a single day. The same pale skin, the same sharp eyes, the same black dress she wore when she vanished nearly 50 years earlier. The villagers froze in terror. Some crossed themselves. Others whispered, "She has walked out of time." At first, people tried to help her. They brought her food, dry clothes, and shelter. But the more they looked at her, the more unsettled they became. Elena spoke of things she should not have known, wars that had not yet begun, cities that would soon burn, leaders who had not yet risen. Her words carried warnings, and each one struck too close to reality to be dismissed. The town priest declared her a harbinger of doom. Mothers pulled their children away from her. Men locked their doors when she passed. But Elena wasn't evil. She wasn't a witch. She was something stranger, something between worlds, and she was afraid. The government soon heard of her. Soldiers came to the village and took her away, locking her inside a cold stone fortress for questioning. Day after day, scientists and generals interrogated her. They demanded to know how she knew of wars not yet fought, of disasters not yet seen. And with each truth she spoke, their fear grew deeper. Finally, one of the generals sneered at her and said, "If you really come from another time, then tell me how all this ends. Tell me what happens to us." Elena looked at him with tears in her eyes and whispered, "You do not want to know." But he pressed her harder. And finally, she told him, "You will destroy yourselves, not by bombs or bullets, but by forgetting your humanity. You will worship power, and it will devour you. That is your curse." Silence fell over the room. The generals, shaken and angry, realized something terrifying. Elena was not just a prisoner. She was a prophet, and prophets could not be controlled. One night, during a blackout caused by storms, Elena vanished again. Guards swore she simply stepped into the shadows and dissolved. Her cell door was still locked, the windows unbroken. Gone, just as she had gone before. But this time, she left behind a message scratched into the wall. "Do not chase time. Respect it, or it will abandon you." Some say Elena reappeared decades later in the 1970s. In New York City, standing dazed on a crowded street corner. Others claim she has been seen in Tokyo. In Lagos, in Buenos Aires, always the same face. The same black dress, never aged. Each time, she speaks only a few words, warnings, prophecies, lessons, and then she vanishes again. Whether she is cursed, blessed, or simply lost between centuries, no one knows. But her story teaches us this: time is not a straight road. It is fragile, winding, and alive. We race against it, try to own it, even defy it. But in the end, time is not ours to control. And perhaps that is Elena's eternal tragedy. She is living proof that those who try to outrun time end up belonging to none.